Hello there, Rhinohorn125, and today I'm doing an epic review on the Marvel Legends Series 9 Hulk. In some other things, I unaccidentally called it Apocalypse Hulk. I was mistaken. I forgot it was the Galactus. This Galactus arm will most likely be up for trade or sale on Instagram for $6. So let's check out the packaging. So here we just say Marvel Legends, first appearance Hulk. It's kind of fading a little bit because the paper's on the outside. And then you get a nice picture of Hulk and Galactus. Collect all 7 Galactus series figures. And then build your own giant 16-inch, that means inch, Galactus. And then up here, just have the comic, a bonus 32-page comic book. Superposable, 34 points of articulation. Cannot wait to get them out of the package. And on the back here, we have a Hulk bio. And, sorry about the glare. So we have a Hulk bio, his strength. And then down here we have the Galactus, Doctor Strange, War Machine, Bullseye, Nightcrawler, Gray, first appearance Hulk, which is really the very first appearance. I think this is Doom. Deathlock, something like that. I'm Professor X. No idea who he is. But I will not be getting Galactus, but if you're following me on Instagram and you know who I am and you watch my videos, and you need a Galactus arm, or you just need Galactus parts and you don't want to get the figures for expensive, just get the Galactus arm from me for $6. Alright, so at the end of the video I'll read the bio, and then, well, let's just get the figure open. Alright, so here he is out of package. Before I get to the figure, I'm gonna get to the stuff he comes with. Well, not really comes with, but, well, I already showed the back, and here's a picture you get of what the parts you get with, Galactus. He also comes with this Fantastic Four, July 2005. Sorry, something dropped in whatever this is. I think it's to get these comics or something. I think these every now and then. So it pretty much tells this thing's pretty much useless, but it's also, I guess, cool to have. You know, just tell about the characters a little bit, even though I already know. And then he also comes with this nice comic book. I don't know when this comic book is actually made. I mean, I know this one was made in 2005. This one, but this isn't not the actual old comic book from whenever it was made, but they copy them. You probably already know this. There's some nice pictures in here, like this here. And Hulk used to only turn into Hulk at night. If you didn't know that, that's just a fact. Trying to find a cool picture of the Hulk. Maybe, oh, at the end here you get, I think Gremlin. That's who that is. So, I'll probably be reading this sometime. Oh, and, when you start, there's a, picture of some Lord of the Rings action figures, and then this nice picture of Hulk. Part 1, the coming of the Hulk. So let's get started on the figure. This is a wonderful figure. I was actually wanting the Hulk that is Planet Hulk. They have one like that, I think, but it doesn't have Planet Hulk stuff. It just looks like that. But they didn't have it on Amazon, and I know they're not going to have it on a big bag toy store. Even if they do, it'd probably be really expensive. So, before I get to the details stuff, this video is going to be kind of long, and I'm going to do articulation. I've pretty much stressed with the articulation. There's no loose joints or anything. There's one flaw that I do not like about this Hulk, and I'll get to that. So his arms fully rotate, go up and down quite a ways. Swivels up here, goes all the way around, but I'm not going to. Bends at the elbow, just standard. Swivels halfway down, probably the forearm, I'd say, and goes up and down at the wrist. All fingers bend. This one here is an individual finger, so is the thumb, and these. While I'm on the fingers, I just wanted to talk about that. I do not like the thumb thing. That scares me, just how it looks. If you just take a look at it there, I don't know if that would scare you, but it does me. Same thing with this one. Actually, especially this one. Just, I mean, you can't even barely move it. And, but, you know, oh well. I just kind of wish they were positioned and they stayed there and they didn't have articulation. Because I'm really scared one day it just fall off just by moving it. But it isn't loose, it just looks loose. So he does have this, but this kind of does that, and then comes back, kind of like a G.I. Joe, but I don't know what's in between there. I'm not gonna, you know, do any kind of experiment on him, taking him up. Anyway, swivels at the, well, it has an ab crunch, kind of, and then swivels at the waist. Legs go forward and back, in and out. Swivels up here at the, swivels up there at the thigh. Double jointed at the knee. Goes up and down at the foot. Goes side to side at the foot, has a pivot, and bends at the toes. Which is also, it's better it does this more, because why would you want to have him have his toes up? So you can have him standing on the side of a building or something, if you make dioramas. Speaking of dioramas, I'm making a diorama for the Hulk vs. Wolverine stop motion, which will be coming very soon now. Then his head looks down that much, and he looks up that much with the Hulk. You wouldn't really want, wouldn't really normally be standing up, but then there's also that good position if you ever get all of these and you make the Galactus Hulk looking up at him. So I only have one flaw about this figure is the thumbs. And that's it. I'll give this the figure a 10%. I mean, like, you know, 1 of 10, being how I like them. 10 being the highest. I've always done that. And now let's take a look at the details. Alright, so starting off here, I put this white foam board that I got today, but starting off, I'm just gonna start with the upper body, minus the head. I'll get to that. So it has these nice, like, comic look to it. It has a lot of shading, which I like. I'm glad they didn't just go with, like, a plain smack, there's green kind of thing. I like on most Hulks, they always do this kind of thing with the shading. Over here on the arm, there's a lot of shading as well. Mine here, I've seen, I think, a video and I've seen pictures where, I don't know if you have, but it was like a different, there's shading, and then there wasn't right here at all, but on mine there's shading right there. The hand doesn't have much shading on it. It has some right there. It has some in the palm. It looks like a brownish color of shading, and it's really nice. Now let's go here to the head. I was thinking about starting from the toes up, but you know, it doesn't really matter how I start it. So the head looks really nice. It's got all these crunches on the head. It's like a caveman head almost. It looks really vintage. I've also heard it be called retro, so for me the word would be classic. It's what I always think of. I like these big snarly teeth here is showing. It would be really epic if they made this like it is, but then gave it a switch around head. Just pop this head off and then put a head that's yelling, which would be really cool. But I think this head's good enough. The best head you can give it, because I can't really think of any other head that would look good. So, now let's take a look at his back. His back, I do like it, but it has a lot of shading, but this did not bother me too much. But this right here, especially on this side, it looks like stitching a lot. And then go down here to the buttocks. It's kind of weird, but there was this nice texture to like the fabric. I mean, it's not actual fabric, but it's supposed to look like fabric, and it has a really nice texture to it. Down here to the legs. This is one thing I've noticed that bothers some people is the leg thing, how it's really thin like that. That does not bother me. As long as he stands good, I'm good with it. The cool thing is about this is they actually, instead of some figures, if you've ever noticed, they would just like paint this right here green. They've done that on the Avengers figures now with the Infinite series, and I do not like that. Another thing I actually just noticed, if you look right here, there's some, it looks almost like some kind of red or paint scrape. That's not too noticeable. I can get that off with, oh sorry, you can't see it, there it is. I could probably get that off with some tweezers without actually damaging the Hulk. And down here, Shaunus Prime's gonna love this. Look at those feet. If you don't know Shaunus Prime, you can go check him out. He's one of my favorite review people besides Glenn Webb. So yeah, the feet have some nice shading. I've already showed the articulation. Got some nice veins in here. Shaunus Prime would really love these feet. And the feet, so actually surprisingly, the feet don't have too much detail on the bottom. They're just good enough to stand on. Which, the Hulk that is from, if I can remember right, it's, I think the Infinite Series Hulk, no, it wasn't Infinite Series. One of the Hulks, I do have the action figure, but I don't think I have it in here with me. They actually put detail, like how an actual bottom of a muscular foot would look, which I'm actually quite surprised they don't. I like how the muscles came out, just everything about this Hulk is great besides the thumbs that worry me. So just do this. This Hulk action figure stands. I'll do this. Pretty much just about 8. He is not leaned over. That's as much as his legs can go up, which I like how he's kind of leaned over like a big beast that he is. So he's pretty much, I know I tilted it, but he's almost 8. He's like 7.5, maybe a little bit more. So here he is compared to some other figures. Here we have the Infinite Series Marvel Now Captain America, standing tall. Then we have the NECA Hero Ash, which is pretty much the same size as him, so there's really no difference in that situation. He's just a little bit more butch, if you know what I mean, like bigger. And then here we have the one that is the most important, is him, which I think that's perfect size, because Hulk is a big guy. And I do also, I just wanted to point out, well, you can go check out the review on the Wolverine. I also just want to point out there's all these little details of little like crunches in the pants, folds in the pants. So I'm going to get these out of the way. And also on the front here, you get this nice texture. You'd have to get the Hulk to feel the texture. It pretty much, if you can see what it looks like, that's pretty much how it feels. Also, some other details is got these nice big green eyes. He's got these bulging eyebrows too. I mean, the eyebrows aren't bulging, but his skin above the eyebrows are. So now for the hands, I'll just show you. The hands bend like this. They come out about that much, and then the thumb, which I really worry about. So that hand does that. Here's the fist you can make. I like how the fist is. I mean, it looks good like that. It doesn't look too bad like that, but that doesn't bother me too much, but I've heard some complaints on that. This hand here is pretty cool. Bends there. It does not make a fist like the other one, but it's a nice open palm hand, which would be good for the stop motion, you know, if you wanted to just pick up Wolverine. So that stop motion is coming soon. Part 2 of the diorama video is coming soon. And I hope you enjoyed this review. And stay tuned, like I said, for part 2 of the diorama video. And this figure I give a 10. One of my best Hulk figure I have of all. My best 3.75 inch figure is the one I was talking about. Actually, I would say the best 3.75 inch one would be this one. Also, another video I hope to do soon is my Hulk collection. Most of you probably don't know some of the Hulks I have. I do not have very much, but I have just enough for have a collection. Alright, so before this gets too long for its own good, I'm just going to end the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.